My name's Kelly Fields. I own Willa Jean in New Orleans. I grew up in Charleston, South Carolina. We lived on the water, so like my weekly chores were cooking dinner. So I'd drop crab traps in the backyard before school and pick them up when I got home, or go fishing or shrimping, or a lot of seafood. And I think my mom's specialty is pot roast, so I did a lot of that just because I enjoyed it. I always enjoyed it. Most of my baby pictures are me making pancakes and baking. And I didn't know that I could take it seriously as a career until I was doing it. Like well after. I started at what used to be Your Daily Bread on St. Charles. And went to work for Susan Spicer when she had Spice Inc. And that's the point where I was like, oh, like I could do this. Susan was like my first job that was like real from scratch baking at a level that I had never experienced before. So I was called googly eyes in the kitchen because I was just trying to see it all and absorb it all and learn as much as I could. Like she was the person in my life that made me know I could do this and take it seriously, and basically the work that it takes to do that. And I think that translates in every day of my life now as a restaurant owner. My mom baked more often than not. She's a great baker, maybe not a great cook, but I don't know if I should say that. And it was just a natural progression from the way I was brought up baking things to sort of where I felt most comfortable in the kitchen, and didn't realize that it was intimidating or special or any of that until well into my career. Willa Jean is a bakery restaurant. John and I started talking about opening a bakery in 2003 when I was at August, and it's sort of the evolution, I think, of my career, and you know, having been through Katrina and gone off and traveled after that, all the things I learned while I was away and brought back, and how to put those all together with Southern sensibility. Willa Jean was my grandma. She was real sassy and sarcastic. Everybody wants that, like she taught me how to cook, but she was terrible at cooking. She'd serve us like shit on a shingle and frozen orange juice with a spoon. And but she encouraged me. She was my biggest cheerleader. Like when I decided to go to culinary school, she helped me. When I decided to go work for Susan, she was the cheerleader I needed to do it, and taught me from a young age to be myself and not apologize for that. And that's what I try to do with that restaurant every day. My pastry, I've always been a little bit off the hinges as a pastry chef goes, I think, and I approach it a little bit more like savory food. But the balance and having a restaurant that is, in theory, a bakery first, I'm always curious of how to make the bakery the foundation of every dish that we do. I serve a lot of toast and tartines, and you know, and coming up with savory dishes. We're about to launch a new dinner menu. It's how do we take something special and traditional in New Orleans and apply a pastry technique to it and offer it in a new way where it's still nostalgic and you're still going to identify with it, but maybe that flavor is a custard instead of a sauce, and this and that, and like really learning what ingredients in a savory dish do and translating it in a pastry way. After 20 years of doing really fine dining, high-end pastry, and now I'm making cookies and toast. I love it. I've never had more fun in my life.